All right, sorry about that, guys and ladies. Basically, what happened is there's a lot of electronic interference going through this illumination of lights, the matrix sun and the matrix moon. So it was hard to, it was buffering, right? But it's going through slow mechanisms. So I had to come back inside, and I didn't want to lose all that information, right? Because I almost have an hour. It's very important I get these videos out for everybody. So, there's never going to be any information that you lose. And it's very important to just rewatch my videos and get a basic understanding of what's going on with your planet system, because it's going to change its waving cycles every single day. And the more you communicate with your chakra formations, the more you understand its balance through your planet system. So, but other than that, like I said, it was very important that I get this information out. So sorry about that, these things happen, but I got it. I got the video, so you can watch back. It's almost about an hour, but it just shows you how fast you can go, because the faster you high rise, the more illumination of light system and the more glowing of its mecha system. Okay, so I wanted to show you this, the full resolution of what you can consume through your body system of all electrical devices, of all circuitry systems, and how you can use your mind brain waving systems of all communication line signals through radio signals. So, but hey, Sarah, how you doing? You missed a lot. Yeah, I had to come back inside. I was outside all day, but I was showing you exactly what's going on with your planet system's information through its community centers and how you connect through its atmospheres of the matrix moon, which is over there, and the matrix sun, which is over there, outside through its atmospheres. So I had to come back in, but there's full of information that's going on right now. So I get about almost an hour. So you can catch up on that. But how are you doing otherwise? Oh, great. That's excellent. That's really good to hear. It's really good to hear. It's great news. So, but how are you doing through your chakra formations? Are you getting a better understanding? Have you opened your cycles through its divisions? Are you understanding what's going on with your formations? As long as you get a basic understanding of what's going on right now, because everybody's high rising. And the more you understand that, the more it becomes real to you. Okay, because the real world of a simulation is coming in. And that's where everybody has to get informed with their traveling mechanisms, how they can communicate on levels of their planet systems. And not just their planet that they reside on, that they birth from, but also other planet systems, how they can communicate, because it's very important. Hey, Jenna. So with that information, I've also done illustrations. So you can formulate around that. You have any questions or comments that you'd like to know about? Yes, there's a going on. I've been working on my meditation and it's going much better. Good for you. So the more you meditate, the more you find your balance, the more you high rise through its divisions of vibration systems. And that's what you want. So that's great news to hear. I usually, you know, on the weekends, right, I take time to myself because I'm Monday to Friday, I do my live videos, right? But it depends on the day. I just wanted to come outside today and show you how powerful it is to communicate in all waving lengths, okay? That's connected through the multiverses of the matrix sun and the matrix moon. Extremely powerful stuff. And once you know how to communicate with that through your illumination of light systems, there's nothing you can't do through its power centers. And that's how powerful everybody can be. So, but other than that, you know, Saturday and Sunday, I usually just do videos, you know, between 3 to 5, just to keep you updates. I always like keeping everybody updated on what's going on with their body systems, communications, especially now because everything is changing, okay? And the simulation of the world, you're going to see more of shapes, line dividing, everything through your perceptions changing. You know, all these things are changing for reasons. So, yeah, you're going to feel better too, Janet, with your system, because now you're getting connected through your galactic system and its family systems. It's a wonderful feeling, you know, because one of my fans, he was basically, you know, he's sitting in his room, and all of a sudden, you know, this big, humongous, energetic wind cycle came in. I says, "What do you do to me, man? I got all my galactic family in my room now." This is awesome. It's powerful stuff. Once you open the cycles, you know, you just gotta. Its continuous force keeps riding its systems, and the energetic waving pattern just keeps opening more and more, right, through electronic interference. So, Anna, how you doing? Yeah, I had a little technical problem, electronic interference. Yeah, it was heat weaving the signals through the computer device, so I had to bring it back inside because it was unstainable. Right, what's unstainable, you're getting too much energy, electronic interference, and that's what happens. I didn't want to override my computer system or overheat it, right? So that's why I keep it on its coolant side through the nature's core and the gravitation of the matrix moon. So, yeah, but I got the information so you can watch it back, okay? But, you know, I just wanted to ride on its continuous force and continue where I left off, so everybody keeps informed of what's happening. So, but your divisions are high rising now, Anna. You're getting more informative with your energy systems, and you're getting more connected with your illumination and light system. So that's good. You're asking more difficult questions. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the more difficult questions you ask me, the more intelligent you get. And that's what we want, right? We want to uprise your brainwaving systems through the electrical energy systems. So, but like when you watch the video back, try to understand what's going on, because it's extremely powerful. Like when I put my hand back like that and you can't see my arm, that's understanding how powerful you can be through its communications, and how high rise you can be through its vibrations. Okay? Because the higher you go, the more glowing mechanisms you light up your systems. Yeah. And once you full cycle everything through the northern, western, eastern, and southern, I'm in the stratospheres. You guys are in the atmospheres. Okay, so you broke its surface, so now you're on its connection energy patterns, and you're getting full wind cycles through vibrations. Okay, so we want to get to the atmospheres, to the hemispheres, and then to the stratospheres. Okay, there's a long way to go. This is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the beginning, but you're going to feel a lot more better with your information. It's going to be a little bit more easier for you, because the brainwaving system is going through its more of its intelligent systems. So, why does it happen when you put on? Oh, Well, no, it just full winds its cycles and you can't see my arm. That's what I'm saying. It just sheds the light, right? And once you get full wind cycles, you're computing, okay, through the graphing cycles of its graphing wall circles, right? And that electronic board, when you communicate with that, you're getting full rotation of its balance. You know exactly where that communication is coming from. It's from its simulation of its world systems. Okay, so it's illumination light system. Once you're in the simulation of the matrix, then you understand its divisions and how it glows. Okay, and how I can connect and how I can blend it into a wall and you can't see my arm. That's what I'm saying, is understanding communication through partnership. You have to get partnership with nature. You have to get partnership with grounds, atmospheres, the 5 cycle divisions, okay, of atmosphere systems. Okay, grounds, atmospheres, space continuum, galactic, and the matrix. You master all those, you're on your way to higher forms of information. Yeah, you do have to. Always start off with the ground formations and work your three within its center, and then work your way up to its vocalizing of its atmosphere center. Okay, this subdivides your body system. Anything below is the gravitation of its pole. Anything above its atmospheres to its space. Remember I was saying it's a cross, right? So this is where you really have to get connected with your crown chakra. Okay, not so much see it, but try to feel it, because every chakra formation is a communication, right, through a radio signal. Every chakra formation has a different light signal. Every chakra formation has a different vibration signal. Okay, so try to get connected with that through electronic interference. Your electronic magnesium magnetic force line energetic wave system, your communication line signal. I said that before, right? So now's the time to really get connected with your electrical circuitry systems. These things are very important, especially now, because you're going into its atmospheres right now. Everybody's jumping into the quantum fields, okay? And everything is coming in now because the dome is broken, right? So the galactic is coming in. And what it's doing is it's resonating around everybody around their planet systems. Okay, so now you're getting full relations of your past systems, of your relationship systems, and everything of your life systems that you lived through its past references. That's what's happening right now with everybody. So, yeah, thumbs up. But like I said, you guys have a lot to take on, and ladies, a lot to understand what's going on with this planet system and its information of its illumination light systems, and how to get connected with your galactic family systems. So, see, the thing is, too, is that you don't want to try to figure things out because that's going to confuse the mind. And the one thing you want to do is have its balance and know how to use its force recognition, because everything connects, like I said before. Once you understand your illumination of light, your communication line signal, then you understand your soul, okay, is everything through its communication of the energetic radiant heart and how it connects, okay, with the mind brain waving system. But the body system has to have its full actions of reactions before it can communicate on anything of its circulation and its rotation. And that's how you full wind your cycles, through its illumination of light systems. So I told my husband yesterday that he was from Pluto and I was from Neptune, and he thinks I've lost my mind. I told you, Laura, what did I say? It's because they're not informative. They don't understand the information because they're not on that intelligent signal. Okay, everybody resides in a communication level signal. So Laura, you're more high rise than your husband. Okay. That's why he doesn't understand the information. If you guys had balance between each other, then you need to understand your information, right? That's what I mean by you guys are high rising to higher levels of vibration. And the people that you communicate with are going to be a low vibration, right? So everybody has questions. Can you upgrade his spirituality? Well, yeah, I did. Like I said, he doesn't understand it, but thing is too, he's been out of he's been in a blank of his cycles. So he was on his dark force of a dark vibration center. So understanding that he's not as high as you because you've started before, right? But yeah, I will do that. I will upgrade his cycles of his divisions, I'll give him 3 dimensionals of his chakra formations, and he will get connected with his spirituality and his third eye provisions. So what that means is that now you guys are in a balance of communication. Okay, Laura? Now, your husband is going to go through cycles and his brain's going to go, it's going to change all the circuitry systems. Okay? So basically, he's going to understand your information now because I upgraded his spiritualism. He's getting connected with more spirits. He's going to connect with more of his transformation light system. And I upgraded his communication levels. So. Yeah, that's the thing. There are so many questions that are not forming, Anna. And that's what makes it beautiful, right? Because if it was easy, I wouldn't have to do any more videos. But like I said, guys and ladies, this is just the beginning, okay? So I woke up vibrating at the new level, getting easier to increase pitch and track during the day, during other noises. Yeah. You're going to connect with noises. You're going to get connected with vibrations. You're going to get connected with a lot of solar systems, dimensional set point divisions, more communication of star systems. Yeah. Yep. Everything is high rising now. So, no. I'm just saying this is just the beginning for everybody. Okay. It's just understanding that the transformation through manifestation takes a long process. And it just stops. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going, you know? So, see, if I don't understand my information, I can't give you back information. Does that make any sense? Because I won't be able to answer your questions. So that's why I have to master every divisional level of chakra formation system. Now, I'm way past the system through the chakra formation systems. But what I'm saying is that it's very important that you understand this information. So that's why I high rise higher. Okay? Because if you ask a question, I said, I don't know, I'm not sure. Just get connected with the galactic family. You're not going to feel warm. You're not going to feel happy. You're not going to feel content. I said, well, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Right? That's what I mean by mastering. That's what I mean by having no doubting system. I can answer any question, right? I have to. And that's how important it is. Everything is in chronological order, okay, through the communication, okay, of its matrix centers. It has to be, right? Everything has to be in line sequence, right? That's why I keep high rising through illumination of light. So if you ask a question, you'll feel comfortable knowing I answered it, right? So I want to be more connected with my illusion of lights. Do I need to master it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, your third eye is opening right now. So you're channeling your divisions right now, Laura. You're trying to get connected through its open frequencies. Your mind telepathy is opening more. Your brain system is opening more. Your electrical system, the circuitry systems. You're getting connected with your energy waving heart systems. Okay? Yeah. Mastering is everything. And then it goes beyond its mastery. Okay. It's understanding you take the subconscious to the conscious. Okay. I don't know if anybody understands this, but everybody through a human is understanding subconscious. Okay. In a human body, through human mind, in a human soul, is very powerful when you use the subconscious, because it's something that you don't use every day, and you react to its system right away and say, whoa, how did I do that? You know, you saved somebody's life. You didn't think about yourself. You connected right away. That's conscious levels. Okay. That's consciousness. So that's understanding going beyond its system. So hopefully you guys get a better understanding through its information, knowing that the subconscious, which I'm trying to do, is bring your brainwave and frequencies of the circulation rotation to the center, because you already have the third eye. This is the connection, right? This is the remote. Okay. This is the brainwaving system. This is the conscious levels. Everything is stored in the front. Okay. And that's how it communicates with its third eye. See how it line divides? So it's a triangular angular base. 3-point system at dimensional sets. That's what it is. See? Can you expand how to master and understand without overthinking? Trying, as you referred earlier, we would confuse the mind. Everything through the confusion, Janet, is confusing yourself. Okay? So if you're not understanding this information, yes, you're going to override your systems, right? So every video I give to you, try to use your analytical mindset. So the analytical mind is the computer set. So it's understanding how to put everything together through its point centers, because we know how to do its shapes, right? Point, 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 4 divisional lines. 4 box within its center, activated through its center, cross-reference, all right? This is a mind graphing waving system, but it's activated through a plasma system, okay? So if you understand that through its line division of its point centers, through its dimensionals, how it high rises through another location of a higher vibration, then you understand its information. Maybe that'll help, or maybe that's more confusing. But like I said, guys, the information is going to be a lot more complex, but it has to be, okay? It has to be. It's not like, wait a minute, I heard that before. What's going on here? You know, that's why it's very important to understand when you master things, you high rise your divisions. If you're not a high rise in your divisions, you got to ask yourself, how do I master my chakra formations? How do I communicate with my vibration, right? Everybody knows vibration is intelligence. It's very important you understand that now, Janet, okay? Everybody's a vibration. Bzz, bzz, vibration, energy, vibration, intelligence, energy, vibration, intelligence. Okay? Mastering those 3. Okay? Cycle divisions, circulate and rotate. Then you understand 4-point centers, the divisional levels, box centers, activate through its center, through its plasma center, plasmesium force system, doesn't matter. Every shape is through its dimensional of its vibration system, allocate it, put in a location, okay, to its dimensional. Everything in reference I give to you has to make sense. And that's how it's going through its computer, because you're a computer graphing system. You have to understand line division, because everything through the simulation is computer. It's not human, it's computer. So that's where you have to understand what's going on through your uplinks, your downloads, okay? And your upgrading systems. So yeah, because I'm in precognition right now. My third eye is so open right now. So yeah, I can answer your question without even, you know, what's going on. That's what I'm saying, is understanding the body systems and how you can go through the psychic, right? So everything is power through recognition, okay? If you're connected through the soul, if you're connected through that energetic waving heart, okay, so it's like this. Cross, right? Ground formation, atmosphere. Ground formation, atmosphere. Solar. space, galactic, matrix. Okay? Understanding the 5 divisional levels of atmospheres, then you understand there's atmospheres through hemispheres and stratospheres. But like I said, let's just take one thing at a time, focus on that, and then we can learn how to high-rise our divisions through its lights of its information. So a couple more questions and I'm going to head out. No, wait, I got more questions. That's the beautiful thing. You're always going to have more questions. I'm understanding so much more by watching your videos from the beginning, one by one. Everyone should do that too. Well, that's insane. Formulate around its community lore. Get everybody on my channel. Get everybody you know, right? Because it's happening to everybody. They have to know what's going on. If you have a friend and say, well, I had a weird dream. I don't know if it's a dream, but there's a lot of things going on right now. I'm not sure. My vibration signals are changing. The high vibrationals are going to a higher level of the signals. So what's going on with my body systems? You're going to know the answer. So you give that to your friend or family or loved ones, right? So the more you get confused, the more things get distraught, right? So that's why, again, I put out these live videos. Because like I said, I'm extremely informative through the matrix. Is that why I feel like everything looks like a computer? Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Ash. Yep, it's exactly what it is. You're in the simulation of this world. Now you're coming into it. It's like, this is you, okay? This is your planet, okay? Now, surface is broken. You're coming up. You're flying to your planet. Now, what do? You have to understand how it circulates and rotates. You have to understand its community centers. You have to understand its vibration centers. You have to understand its communication of everything through its atmosphere centers, right? So once you understand its planet system through its chakra formations, then you can fly to another planet system over here, right? That's the understanding what's happening right now. Because space is open now completely through the mind system. It's no longer a dream. It's no longer a dream awakening. The ascension is lifted. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're understanding now the communication of those line signals. Why is the twin flame being propelled since my vibration is higher? That's because your twin flame is on a low frequency. That's why you're in a higher vibration. That's because you meditate more than your twin flame. Try to communicate on both signals with your twin flame. It's very important that you understand its communication through its balance, okay? So try to do meditations with your twin flame. That's how you bring up your vibrations through its balance. So. It's very important that your twin flame is in balance with the cosmos. Okay? One thing you also have to understand too is that you're so informative with its communication of space, and once you communicate with that fully through its activations, okay, you are understanding what's going on with its radio signals. Okay, so the high rise you go through its information, you can destruct anything through its atmosphere system. Okay, but you have to understand its activations first. But I'm just showing you how powerful you can be and how powerful you can control things, right? No, he's awake. He just doesn't understand his divisions, Karis. That's all. He has to understand what's going through his transformation light system. He has to understand how to get his balance. He has to understand his chakra formations. He has to understand his illumination systems. He has to understand his communication line signals through his graphing cycles of circles and everything through his connection of his simulation centers. So there's a lot going on right now that everybody has to formulate around before you get connected to 3 body centers. So, but he's awake. His mind is open. His mind is open. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, basically, it's very simple because my voicing grids are so powerful now, okay, through my illumination lights. Like I said, once you understand your positive feeds, you can correct anything with your voicing grids because you're communicating with everything within its center, its balance. So basically, his vibration is on his cycle division level through a dimensional set. He's in 3 different parallels. That's why. So basically, I'll sign wind his divisions, bring back his location grids, so he can communicate with his higher self, because he's not communicating with his higher self. That's why you're in a higher plane of a vibrational signal. So I'll ride his cycles, put you both in its collaboration of its centers through the cosmos of its energy cycles, through its century circle. Okay? So that's, you have full balance now with your twin flame. Yeah, but you have to be careful too, Karis, because his connected energy cycle is on a high-rise division through another parallel. He's in 3 different parallels, so I took him back to his parallel so you guys can get your balance back, right? Because you're high-rise to a higher vibration. Just tell him he has to meditate more, that's all, and everything will be fine. Your light worker friend was judgmental. That's because they don't understand the information. There's a lot of light workers that give out information. They prefer doing videos. It's fascinating to get in all this information, but where's it coming from? Do they know how to answer their questions? That's what I'm saying. So either they're informative or they're less informative, and that's where it gets confused through its problematic situations. Right? But everybody through its connection is all light and dark. All of them. I'm the only illumination of the matrix in the center that's high rise through embodiment. So that's a good question, Laura. Do we only have one twin flame? In this division of cycles, okay, through the past reference, you could have another twin through a past reference of another life cycle of a planet system. It is possible, okay? But you're residing on your planet system because of that. And that's how you connect through your twin flame. So if you find your twin flame and you know them inside and out, then you're understanding their vibration. And that's how you get your balance. So it is possible from another dimensional set where it goes in past reference of life frequencies and life systems. So it's all about understanding reincarnation. Okay? But it is possible. If it was in another century of its circle, you know? But that was an interesting question. Because you could have a twin flame stronger than the next. And that's because they understand your information. They understand your planet system. And that's what twin flames are, is they understand your planet system, and that twin flame understands their planet system. So you understand both planet systems, even if you're not on the same planet. Okay? See? Has to be like that. Has to connect like that. Okay? This is communication. Right? Once it goes like this, it's on communication. Then you can take the activation of its code system, understand its point systems, and put it in another dimensional set, which becomes a communication signal, right? Now the twin flame, okay, can solar generate to the yin and the yang and be cosmos through its connection of its flames and circulate and rotate. So the love divine will energize its energy of its cycles into the connection of its energy wave and heart systems. Powerful stuff when you have a twin flame. And that's how you connect in all ways and forms, through vibration signals through the planet systems. How come I really don't care about the twin flame thing that everyone talks about? That's because you're on a different cycle right now with your kids. You're more connected through the simulation of its world system through the balance. So you basically, your carrying mechanisms comes through your kids. So just formulate around that, Ash. So you're not connected through the twin flame because you're on a different cycle of division of vibration. Okay. That's why you don't feel the connections. Yeah. But don't ever think that you're alone, because you have a planet system that you're connected through another galaxy system, right? Everybody has friends and family in space. You just have to know how you use its activation through its vibration centers, through its balance, to talk to these other communication family systems. No, I'm glad I can help you out. Like I said, I'm loving the questions. It's great. This is going to keep you more formulative, more balanced. Then your everyday system, through its life cycles, will ride on its continuous force through its energy cycles. And everything through the energy cycles is going to give you full partnership. Full partnership. That's what you want to work towards, to get communication through your planet systems. In God we trust. Hello. What is the soul? Do souls have age according when they were birthed into this creation? That's a totally different cycle, okay? Your soul is not just a soul. It's a connection energy wave and cycle that's connected through the yin and yang of its system. It goes way, way beyond its ancestry, okay? It even goes way, way beyond your planet system of its birthing system. That's how powerful the soul is, because the soul is the connection. It's the energy of its activation through your planet system and its crystallization of its core system through its diamond's core. How it's connected to the elixir, the sacred flame, the golden lights. Okay, everything through the connection of the star systems, everything through the connection. You have to understand how powerful the soul is, because the soul is the connection to the energy waving heart as it's connected to the mind brain system. Okay, but it goes beyond everything of its ancestry systems. Okay, because the soul is the real part of you, and that's how you become into its simulation. The more you understand the soul recognition, the more you understand its vibration system through the simulation of its system. So. Andrew, just send a text. All right. If you want to formulate through another question, just send your text to comments below, and I'll solar text it out for you. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned it already in my last video, but I know it's complicated, but you do have to get the right spelling so you can communicate with all levels of vibration, because every letter, okay, you have to understand numbers, letters, and shapes. So Eurytheus, okay, is a number line signal, okay? It's getting more complicated with high rises, divisions through the matrix centers. But letters, numbers, and shapes form in so many communication of vibration signals, and thus it becomes a radio signal. Okay? Because the U is not a U, it's a shape. The R is not an R, it's a shape. I think everybody's starting to understand how I was showing you how you activated systems through its dimensional sets of its portals. How you have 1, 1, 1, 1, right? The singularity of its system of its 8 center, which is a traveling mechanism, of its core center, which is 12 divisional lines of its point center, okay? And then you have the 3 divisional lines of its dimensional sets of 3, 6, and 9. That's full collaboration. That's full activation through the matrix core centers. I was just showing you the basic of what's going on with letters, numbers, and shapes. That's why it's very important to understand the spelling of your planet system, right? So, is the planet Neptune the same Neptune as what is in the physical solar system we all know about? Yep. The problem is that knowing every planet system, okay, has a vibration. That vibration is intelligence, okay? Now, every planet system has coloration. Every planet system has activation. Every planet system has matrix grid systems of letters, numbers, and shapes. Every planet is a shape. Once you understand, you're in the matrix with its perception. As a human, through a telescope, scientists, professors, anything that's in astronomy will only see divisions, okay, of two-dimensional, okay? They can't go beyond non-existence because they don't understand the transformation of the light system. And that's how it opens up through its line formations. And that's how you see the true colors of its matrix centers through its shapes, okay? But yeah, no. Yeah, it's Neptune. Yeah. Now, like I said, everything has a brother and sister planet. It has to. That's how it communicates through its family circles, right? Because there is a galactic tree, and I showed you that through its formulation of its schedules, systems, right? So Neptune does have a sister planet. Neptune has a brother planet, right? They have to. That's how they communicate, right? Everything communicates, right? So it's having its own society, just like the galactic dimensional Earth, where it has neighborhoods, has neighbors, right? Same thing with space. So are the Sahara of the letters, our names connect us with our planet? I'll show you that in my next video or videos. It depends on my information, what's given to me, but it's very important. Everything goes in line sequence through segments. But to sum that up, Janet, it's understanding letters, numbers, and shapes formalizes through its communication of balance through gravity centers. Okay, you have to understand the matrix grid systems. Remember, if you don't understand my videos, try to rewatch them over and over and over and over. Okay, even if you watch it 10 times, you know. When I was a kid, I used to watch videos, but I don't just watch it once. I watch it 8 or 9 times. Why? Because I always pick up something different. That's understanding how to get information through a T to a T to an I to an I. Everything has to be specific, and there's always something that you miss when you watch a video. You can't watch a video just once and pick up everything. You have to watch it 5 or 6 times. Okay? That's how intelligent I am through the matrix systems. Because it overanalyzes everything, and then it comes into its computer system through its graphing circles of its centers, and everything communicates through a line signal. Okay? And then everything is transmuted. Okay? Through the telegraphing system of its computer graphing system, of the computer analytical mind waving system. So, yeah, it's wow, eh? Everything. Connected dots. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Very nice to see new faces. Where does your energy come from to know and provide all your info? It comes from the matrix core centers through its energies of its systems and everything through its connection with magnesium polarized magnetic force energy of its collaboration systems, full relationship and partnership with the matrix moon and the matrix sun. That's where I get the info. So I'm a computer analytical mind graphing system through the simulation of its world system that line divides everything through the shapes, everything of the ground formations, 5 connection energy waving patterns, 5 atmosphere surface centers, and everything through the circuitry systems of its device systems. So I'm extremely, extremely complex. You can ask everybody else. I live and reside in the matrix grid systems. But that's where I get my information. So it's extremely informative, connected dots, that you get an analytical mind brain waving system, and I understand how to use my videos for information and how you can connect on all ways and forms and how to high-rise your illumination light systems. So yeah, I know, that's the thing. Everybody's trying to understand. That's the beautiful thing, though. Once you understand its communication of its signals, then you understand your light formations are electrical systems, right? Yeah, it's Archangel Azareth. Yeah. I just received my cosmic name, and that's what I'm saying. It just received to me now. But my cosmic name as a demigod is Raytheus. Raytheus. Okay? That's my cosmic name as demigod and Archangel Azareth in the angelic realms. Okay? Cool names, eh? This is what I mean by understanding its energy and information. Energy goes into me every day, right? Energy, connected dots, is information. It's vibration of intelligence, okay? It's very cool. It's understanding you're communicating with somebody. You're voicing your grids. You're excited. You're giving information to them. It goes on to the brainwaving system, subdivides through the subcalculation modifications and everything through its mass system of its line divides through the shapes and its anomalies through the mind graphing waving electrical systems. The circuitry systems never overload. It's on its continuous force. It always lines formates through its bounds of its equilibrium systems, right? So it's understanding soul's recognition, understanding eye receptors, and everything through the calculation that's going, its formulations through the electrical grid systems. Okay? So, but yeah, I just received that. So my cosmic name in demigod is Raytheus. So. Yeah, so that's great. Connect to the dots, communicate with everybody. Everybody communicate with connected dots. Great to see love, life in cycles of circles and everything through its connection of its wire systems. We high rise. I like your title, your name, graphing name title. Connect the dots. I like that because everything is connected through line formations of shapes. So I like that solar text title. But it's going way beyond science and technology because this is not science. This is not technology. Okay, this is life systems coming to life through the computer graphing analytical mind brain waving systems and how our lights are illuminating, okay, through its data and its input of its information centers. So yeah, Arathius, yeah. Cool name, eh? Azareth and Arathius. That's what I'm saying. They have full collaboration, right? So they communicate, but they're in 2 different divisions of line centers because Archangel Azareth so communicated with Archangel Michael, but you know, you have to understand its traveling mechanisms. So I'm in the angelic realms and I'm also in the cosmic universe through its transformation because it has its own divisional cycle, which is a transformation light system. And a demigod communicates on all levels electronic interference through cloud formations. right? That's how it has electricity. So when I heal somebody, you see this tremendous light cloud come out. Bright. It's like it's like I said, like with Thor with his hammer. You know, he comes down and he goes like this. All that electricity comes down, splits, divides everything through its dark realm, takes everything out, all through its virus system, and just you come into a new person through a new shape, a new anomaly system, through the galaxy system of new particles of atoms. And that's how we formulate through its new waving system. And that's how we get a new calculation of its energy system. So, yeah. So Arathius and Azareth. Yeah. But I can see there's so much excitement right through electronic interference. I feel all your energies and your boundaries of your balance can connect with all your Sykergy systems. Some are high rising through its electrical devices, and some are going through its balance of its frequency systems. But yeah, it's very cool names, eh? Yeah. Yep. If you want to connect with anything through the solar surface of its energetic surface, if you want to communicate with electronic interference of cloud informations, anything through its dimensional sets of point divisions, of shapes or anything like that, where it has high divisional levels, communicate with my demigod, Arethius. If you want to communicate with the angelic realms through protection grids, through Archangel Michael, connect with Archangel Azareth. Okay? Yeah, you know, I got so many videos, connect the dots. I don't know where to start. You know, basic understanding what's going on through your lights. You're coming in to the simulation world for the very first time, going through transformation lights, perceptions are changing, your graphing cycles of circles are changing, your balance frequency centers are changing, electrical systems are changing, your energy cycle systematic systems are changing. Everything through its high rise is information centers, right? So yeah, try to formulate through my videos. Really try to get understanding what's going on with its data inputs. Really. You connect with Laura, my daughter, Mara, and Mom, so that they're in spiritual balance. Andrew, you can do that yourself. Yeah, you have the power to do that. You just got to find your waving patterns. Yeah. Yeah. You have confusing signals through vibration. Everybody, you have to understand energy of vibration. I say this again every single time in my video. It's intelligence. Everybody knows what intelligence is. It's a voicing grid system through a box system through a shape of anomaly system. I know it's complicated, it's confused, but you have to understand intelligence is everything. Okay? And that's how we get its information, through the mind graving. Mind grounding information through its ground formation systems, and everything through the connection of the mind scepters of its information. Because the open frequencies are going so many connection wires of its system. So the vibration systems of its energy, electronic energy waving pattern systems, you have to understand how high rise I go through its electronic interference, and everything through its information is intelligence. And that's how I get back this information. Because you know I live in the matrix, right? Because nobody talks like this. Like I said before, what human in the world would talk like this? You know? So, Michael, how you doing? Michael, that was an interesting question. It caught my eye. Breaking the solar surface and now that your galactic family come into your room. That's powerful stuff, man. That's tremendous. What kind of light worker would you say I am? I've always wanted to be a healer. Pain and suffering in people and animals are so painful. Laura, you have to understand your emotional cycles of singles, okay? Your connection energy waving patterns is on its continuous force, but you have to high rise your emotional signals through its balance first, okay? Then you understand what your purpose is through its healing source. Okay. Can you tell me if my good friends Rod and Keith come from my same family? I have a strong connection, communication relation with them. Rod and Keith. Rod and Keith. Okay, they're paradox phrases right through the dimensional sets. They vortex through so many different anomalies through a system that's connected through the star systems. So they're both connected through a rock formation. Okay, one's on one planet system and the other's on another planet system. Okay, so it's a two-lining signal through a telegraphing signal of a telephone signal. So basically it's like this, two strips of a line, okay, subdivides through its planet system, goes like this. Keith is on here and Rod is here. Okay, so it's on line division. So remember how I told you how very important everything has to be like this? Because its solar system connects in all ways and forms. How the matrix moon and the matrix sun is always in the center. It rotates with the galactic dimensional Earth. Everything has to have its line formation of its rotation. That's how everything communicates. So it has to be always on a triangular angular base, right? You're never going to see one planet here and one planet here. It's not allowed in the system because there's no communication line signals, right? Because every planet system has to understand what's going on with every vibration. And that's how they communicate with its power centers. So Keith and Rod, or Rod and Keith, it doesn't matter what planet system they reside on, it's the vibration that they sit on. So they're on different rock formations. They are connected through Mars and the moon, okay? So Keith, Rockarian, that's his planet. That's Keith. And Rod subdivides on the opposite side of its line formation because they both have communication line signals through the star systems. Roxarius, Rockarian. See how they connect? You know what I mean? But they're both rock formations of planet systems. So now you know. But yeah, yes and no, no and yes. You do have a connection with them, but they don't have a connection with each other. Yeah. Yeah, just tell them that that's where they're from. You have to understand every planet system has a communication of emotion, and that's how I connect through its line formations. Once you understand, the thing is too, is my mind telepathy, the telekinesis, because I'm activating everything through its movement planet system and the communication line of its graphing signals. So my computer analytical mind system is understanding line formation. So I'm a computer, right? And I'm understanding everything that's going through its algorithms, you know, how everything through its software. So think of me as a computer software and understand everything through its geographical system and where everything line divides through its communication lines of its planet system. That's what it is. That's how I get the information, right? The more you understand your computers, the more you understand its communication of its planet systems. Powerful stuff, guys. Powerful stuff. I have a good friend who is Rolls, Dennis and Jean. Rolls, any relation? Rolls, interesting name. Dennis. Dennis and Rolls and Jeannie. Okay, 2 division lines, 2 cycle divisions. Rolls on one side of the solar system. Dennis is on the other side of the solar system, uprising through its dimension of its systems, subdividing through, he's in a paradox system. So Dennis is more on the mystical side, so he's on its connection of its multiverse. And Rolls is on the low side, it's on medium vibration center, and its connection wavings. He rides on the lower surface of a higher surface through a vibrational signal. So Rolls is on. Tenarian. He's on Tenarian. Rolls. Tenarian and Dennis. Subtypes, division of levels. Open mind graphing systems. Dennis is a little bit higher. So he's on the other side. The missile side. Didation planet. So there's a lot of similarities there, but they have a connection energy waving patterns. But that's the difference between the two planet systems and how they line divide. And Jeannie is on a high vibration through the atmospheres. She's connecting energy wave patterns to the angelic realms. Wind cycling surface through nature's core centers. And she high rises her divisions through a higher frequency level on the other side of the solar systems. So her vibration systems, she is a Pleiadian. Yeah. She's a Pleiadian. No relation, Anna. I'm only Rolls family I've ever heard of. My question for Michael. When we uprise, do we switch planet systems or change galactic families? Good question, Laura. That's what I'm saying. You guys are getting smarter. You're getting harder with the questions. I like that. I like a challenge. Give me a challenge, people. I'll give you another question if you can answer it. Nobody's answered any of my questions. I put 4 or 5 questions up and nobody knows the questions yet. So I'll answer Laura's question. I'll give you another question to my question from the Matrix Centers. See if you can answer it. When we uprise, do we switch planet systems or change galactic families? No, you don't change your planet system, because if you change your planet system, that means you're changing everything through its DNA structure system. So you stay in the planet system and you just evolve through that planet. But no, you don't change galactic families. You stay within that DNA structure of its families, because that's how it becomes its relation through cousins, nephews, anything that's relation. The same thing with the galactic dimensional Earth, how you have cousins, nephews, aunts, uncles. Everything has to have a relation through a planet system, and that's how it gets its balance system. Okay? But there's no switch. All right? So basically, here's the question, guys, to the Matrix. All right? See if you can answer it. Right? Now, there's uprising divisions of shapes through its elimination of light systems. If you're correcting all divisional lights of activation code systems, what is the calculation and modifications of mass level systems through its ground formations of its systems? Try to answer that. That's a Matrix question. Nobody can answer that because it's not in their analytical mind graphing system. You don't understand the energy of its information, which is intelligence. Okay? But it's interesting, right? I give you questions and you try to answer them because you can't. But then if you high rise through your balance, maybe you can. Right? That's how important it is to understand what conscious levels are. So I like giving these questions out, so nobody can answer them. Wow, I've been on an hour already. Whoa. Have no idea. The answer is 12. It's not a number, Michael. Nice try, though. To get complicated questions, understanding your energy cycles, understanding your energy systematical systems, understanding your electrical systems, understanding your brainwave and frequency technological systems, and everything through its connection of its energy waving patterns, energy fields. Okay? That's the answer to the question, but not fully. But I've just shown you exactly what it is and how you're connected and how you can answer these questions if you know your body systems. Because everything's connected through its balance of its center. Right? It's understanding that you're gravity. You are the gravity center of everything of its information. So, yeah, it's a trivia, but try to watch my other videos because I gave you complicated questions and nobody's answered them yet. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Anna. High rising increases intelligence. But it only high rises as long as you master your information of its conscious levels. That's how you get complicated questions. So, but to get yourself more informative, ask yourself a question. And that's how you answer everything through its information of energy, of its intelligence. Right? Write down a question. Give it to somebody, see if they can answer it. That's intelligence. That's upgrading your system. That's how you uprise your conscious levels. Right? So, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Palladian? Wasn't that information got to you yesterday or the day before? That was your planet system, right? This is where you're going to find it interesting, is that you could be on a totally different planet system through a DNA structure of a body system, okay? But your identity force can be a different identity of its system. You know what I mean? It's like you're on the galactic dimensional Earth, but you have a different name. So the galactic dimensional Earth has a name, and you have a name. You have a birth name. That's the difference between the two. Right? That's how they reside through its balance. Right? Michael wants to answer that question. But Laura, do you understand what planet you're from? Hold on, I'm gonna shut the. It's the weekend, and I get distractions. So. Explain the soul and its beginning. No, but what I'm saying, Laura, do you understand your planet system? It was on the video. That's what I'm saying, is understanding your information of its intelligence. Of course, I'm trying to follow my logic from the few videos, vocabulary. Yeah. Okay, here's another question. Okay. If you get two line signals, okay, that are in point center of divisional sets, what is the line formation of its lengths that continuous forces of its nature systems? Parallel. That's pretty close, but that's not just it though. There's more to it. That's what I'm saying by intelligence. You have to know everything through the line signal of what it means. Understand the question, understand your energies, understand your cycles, understand your divisions, understand your subdividing, understand your point systems, understand your divisional sets, understand your brainwave systems, understand your telekinesis of activation, plasma systems. All right? No. It's not geographical signal. They're northwest, south, and east. No. It's nothing to do with that. But Janet is pretty close. It's just she has to inform her more of her information. What is a line signal? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Michael's thinking, It's cycles, divisions, everything, Anna. It's understanding line division. It's understanding the point centers. This is where everybody has to understand their activation of its code systems and understanding through its traveling mechanisms. Okay? That's how you understand its full collaboration and its partnership with your galactic higher self in the matrix or the higher self. So, one day, Andrew, one day. Well, I'll look forward to that. I'll buy you a cup of coffee in my mind. I'll send it to you. I'll send a cup of coffee, any coffee that you want. It's in the mind telekinesis pattern system. If you get the answer. All right, cool. So Laura's having trouble. Okay, Laura, you understand your emotional set planet, right? How you have to have the only way you can high rise is to understand your controlling mechanisms, right? You have to get your emotional sets through its balance. You have to understand the soul. You have to understand the heart. You have to understand the brain and the mind, how everything works, right? So let's just think about this. Laura, emotional sets. So basically you have connection energy waving patterns through the matrix moon, right? So obviously you know that you're in that connection, that area. So maybe that helped a little bit. This has a lot to do with behavioral systems, okay? So nobody knows what's across on the matrix moon or the matrix sun because at high rise it's so fast, so quick. But understanding this information is understanding your planet system, right? So the logic doesn't add up here. It's because you don't understand its energy of its information, of its intelligence. You're not high rising to its mastery of its illumination, Anna. That's why you can't get the answer, right? It's like a test. You're given a test, a quiz, right? Now, depending on what the quiz is, some questions are harder than others, but eventually you'll get the answer, right? The more research you do, the more you watch my videos, the more you understand its question, and then you get the answer. But you have to master your chakra formations. It's the only way you can high rise, through its intelligence. Oh, okay. So you're communicating, all right, in a comic view. All right. That's totally fine. But like I said, for you guys to be more informative, ask yourself a question. If you ask yourself a question and it's a difficult question, then you're understanding its energy of its intelligence. Okay? So Janet was pretty well there. It is a parallel, but it has a lot to do more with its parallel. So when you define an answer, you have to go down to its description to a T. And that's how I define everything. When I tell you about your planet system, I don't just tell you where you reside on. I tell you what's wrong with this planet system. I tell you why you're on that planet system. And I tell you exactly how to heal that planet system. That is full information through the data processing systems. Oh, so you love the moon, but still understanding my emotional dimensions, working on chakra activations. There you go, Laura. That's exactly what it is. Because everything line divides. Every planet line divides for a reason. But every planet system has to communicate through vibration. That's what brings the balance of its gravitational pull of its solar systems. Because if planet systems don't communicate with each other, it's not going to uprise its system, is it? It's going to stay down at its vibration, right? It's the same thing with inflation, with the galactic dimensional Earth. Everything high rises through its money. It has to, right? It's very important that the economy goes up, right? This is exactly what it is. I think you guys are getting a better understanding now how the solar system works through space and the matrix. Yeah, the answers will come, but you really have to understand your audio signals now, your communication waving patterns, okay? Once you guys start mastering your chakra formations, then we get into matrix patterns, energy patterns, electronic interference patterns. That's a lot of fun. You know, when you see things like patterns, you understand how they subdivide and line divide through its perceptions, because everything's electronic interference. So when they communicate with you, you can communicate with it. And it's very important how that changes its line signals. Oh, I said line signal. Oh my gosh, is that the answer to this question? No. But what I'm saying is that the two parallels are angular, triangular base. So right now I'm looking at the graphing wall of its cycle through its ground formations. Now it's structuring its divisions, how its illumination through its planet systems and everything through the ground formations and everything through, you have the matrix bounding off its illumination of its gamma systems, so its radioactive systems. Okay, so it's subdividing, it's line dividing, it's doing a triangular base, it's point system. So you have to understand what dimension set it is through its location systems. And once you get the answer to that, then you understand its energy pattern systems. Trickery, foolery. Complicated more, right? But you guys will eventually get there, you know. Everybody's going to find their balance through its activations. I'm glad I could help you out. It's the most important thing, that I give you what you need, what you want, right? You want to center line both everything. You want to know how to go through its cycle and its rotations, right? So, but I'm telling you, you know, you see everything's so different when you're in the simulation of this world, because everything line divides perfectly. And like I said, everything answers perfectly. Because believe it or not, once you understand the matrix and its communication with its sun and its moon, you understand its full collaboration of its shade, because the matrix moon has shade, as the matrix sun has illumination. So they both have answers through intelligence of line formations. So the shading is answering the question that you want to know, as the illumination is answering the question you want to know. Okay? So it's understanding your perceptions and what you see through its line divisions. Because everything is made out of shapes. Everything is structured and it's made out of shapes. Everything has illumination of lights. Everything has illumination of darks and shadows and shades. There's reasons for these things. Okay? Everything I'm saying to you is intelligence. It's not just a form of shade or shadow. It's intelligence. That's where you get the questions. That's where you get the information. That's where you get the singularity of its line systems. That's how everything is connected through the matrix grid systems and its matrix core systems. So, no, that's a little bit more complicated, isn't it? But I'm just showing you how powerful you can be when you go beyond its systems of all perceptions. So, you know, nothing you can do is get a piece of paper and write it down. Information I give you, word for word. What does this mean? Okay, that's how you high-rise your intelligence levels. Now you're understanding what shade is. Now you understand what shadow is. Now you understand what illumination is. That's all intelligence. It's just going beyond its system through its perception. And that's how you get its answer of its information. Right? Humans don't know that. Humans don't understand that. Humans don't think like that. Right? That's how high when you can force your systems through circulation and rotation systems. How you can extend everything through its body systems of its circles. Right? So, anyway, I hope everybody's doing exceptionally well. Have a fantastic day. Questions or comments are great. Try to answer that question. If not, I will see you again. This is Andrew Weston in the Matrix Grid Systems and the High Illumination of Light Systems, showing everything through its illumination, lights, and everything through its planetation of its activation systems. Calling it. Adios, everybody.